I see people all the time with 2, 3, 4,000 subscribers, and they're at 100,000 in a year. So it's like, if you're making good content and you're putting good content out and being consistent, you can blow up fast. Like people will notice you. People will like your music. They'll subscribe. Like, I'll send out beats to A&Rs and to labels and stuff, and then later on, it seems like they'll come back to me for those same beats, because an artist found it on YouTube.
That's interesting. I'm not going to touch that one. We could talk about that all day. Back to the Twitter BS. After I tweeted about type beat producers making good incomes, the one producer claimed that no type beat producers ever worked with top talents or received any awards, which is crazy to me. And I brought up Panda, which was actually originally listed as a Meek Mill type beat, and that went several times platinum. It was nominated for a Grammy.
And it turned into one of the biggest songs.
one of the biggest. Honestly, probably the last 5 years. It was. I don't know how many times platinum it actually went, but it's certified again and again.
If you put a beat online, anything can happen with it. Anybody can find it. You never know. That's why the way I live now, because people are always like, "Oh, you should save your best beats. You shouldn't upload your best beats." I'm like, I upload everything because that's the way that they're going to get placed. If they have that chance, that's how it's going to happen. Someone's going to find it on YouTube. If it's good enough, someone will find it. Someone will hear it.
So given that so many producers who make type beats or just any kind of beat that they upload to the internet available to the general public are supporting themselves, but also going platinum, winning awards, whether they're ASCAP or BMI awards, whether they're Grammy nominations. Why do you think there's still such a stigma on internet producers, even from other producers in the industry? Why do you think there's so much criticism?
I just think people always want something to complain about and something to hate on. And a lot of people are just mad and upset that they didn't get in on it when they should have. And so they just put us down and try to put us in a category of, we're not on the same level. We're not, the way that we do things is cheesy or whatever people want to say. In reality, I think that we're winning more than anyone. It's great to work from home and make a living off what you love doing. Like, if you're doing that, it doesn't matter what anybody else says anyway.
So speaking of working from home, where is home for you?
I live in a small town, New Jersey, called Delanco. So I'm about half an hour away from Philly and an hour south of Newark, New Jersey.
So let me ask, why not relocate to LA or Atlanta? I remember when I got my first placement, everyone was saying, move to New York, move to LA.
Right. A lot of people will tell me that too. And it's just like, we don't need to. We can live anywhere and do what we do. That's kind of the beauty in it. Like, maybe eventually one day I'll relocate or something, but I don't need to do anything. I'm comfortable, so we can do our jobs from anywhere in the world. That's the beauty in it all.
A lot of people now, producers, are sending me tweets, sending me messages saying, "Hey man, I heard the online beat selling thing is dead," and they heard it from someone else.
That's
who
crazy.
Heard it from someone else. And earlier, what you were saying is that you only started 4 years ago. It's not as though you got in around the Johnny Giuliano era.
Right. Yeah. When I got in, I was still looked at it as like, it was just a hobby for me. I never thought it would turn into my job. And I started because I liked listening to other producers' type beats. So I wanted to do something similar. Now, I feel like now it's just getting started. Like, it's just starting to blow up, on a way larger scale. My goal when I started was to have a video on YouTube with 50,000 views. And now I have a video with almost 5 million, I think, or over 5 million. So if anything, it's just growing and growing and getting bigger. So we're just getting started. It's nothing still.
So all the producers who haven't really gone all in and they're feeling discouraged because they're seeing, the Taylor Kings and the Cash Money APs, they shouldn't be discouraged.
No, not at all. I see people all the time with 2, 3, 4,000 subscribers and they're at 100,000 in a year. So it's like, if you're making good content and you're putting good content out and being consistent, you can blow up fast. People will notice you. People will like your music. They'll subscribe. Anybody can blow up in a year. That shouldn't stop you at all.
Another kind of intimidation factor for a lot of producers is the emphasis on advertising dollars with regard to beat sales. And We kind of had an informal conversation a while ago, and I was surprised to learn this about you. You told me that you haven't really spent much money on advertising, correct?
Yeah, like I've experimented a little bit. Like I've done advertising on BeatStars. I've done a little bit on YouTube. I don't really like the results on YouTube. This for the past 3 or 4 months, I haven't. I'm experimenting right now. I haven't spent really anything on advertising. I've tested the waters and just about everything, like even on SoundClick, like a couple years ago. But I really believe in just like kind of putting more effort into the content. And I believe that if the content's good, like people will find it, people will buy it. And kind of just taking an organic approach now and kind of letting the music do the work.